Hello, my name is Jeffery Martin. I'm a poet, a writer. I guess poets do write, huh? Trying to do a documentary. I do a lot of things artistically, but one thing that I want to kind of give some attention to that's very important to me, probably the most important, is we've started three of us: myself, Jeffrey, Carrie, and Jimmy. Now it's grown, of course, but the three of us started something about 3 years ago called Be the Spark movement. And what that means is, if we want our world to change, we came to the conclusion if we wanted our world to change, we had to be active participants in that change. And so once a month we get together and we talk about various subjects, and it gets really profound, really deep, and we want to add more people to it. We want more thoughts and more collaborations coming in. So I just wanted to talk about for a minute what we try to do. We try to, with the World Cup. I'll use the World Cup as an example. I'm not really a soccer fan. I've become a soccer fan, but what the World Cup showed me, this particular World Cup, this is the first one I really paid attention to. Although in 2014, I think it was, I was in Colombia when the World Cup was going. I think that's, yeah. And so that kind of introduced me to it. But this one has really shown me how certain things can bring people together. And I really didn't see sports as something that could bring people together like I do now, like I have with the World Cup, And so, but what we've tried to do with this group, this small group that we've put together, is do that with words, do that with dedication to our communities wherever we are. And we come from different parts of the United States and different parts of the world in this group. Jimmy's in Uganda. Carrie's in North Carolina, and I'm in Los Angeles. And then we have people in Germany that have come in, people from other parts of Europe, I think India. We've had quite a few people from different places. And human beings, when you get down to the nuts and bolts of it, we all want the same thing. We want what's good for us, what's good for our children, what's good for our families. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants that. So we're not really different in that way. We're so much alike in that way. In fact, we have more similarities, more things that we want as individuals, as families. We have more of that in common than we have things that divide us. And so we try with this group to go with the things that bring us together. We don't want it to divide. We're not trying to say who's right, who's wrong. We're just trying to bring each other together, bring people together, and then have that mushroom into something in our own communities, wherever we happen to live in the world. So that's been our quest. We've been doing it. I can't believe it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years that we've been doing it. And we met on the internet. None of us knew each other personally before we came together with this. We met each other through either Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, one of those. That's how we met. So, and we were like minds. You know how like minds try to do things together. Well, come together sometimes, and that's all that happened. And so, yeah, it's a really great. It's a great group. I get something out of it every single time we have a meeting. I mean, a get together, a Zoom meeting. I get something out of it every single time, and it's usually not what I expected, which is really a trip. It's usually not what I expected. Regardless of what the topic is, it always goes even deeper than I imagine. I can't speak for the other people involved, but for me, it always goes somewhere even deeper and touches on things that I didn't think it would touch on. So it's a beautiful experience. So I want to invite you to, I think the next one is July 18th. I'll, on my social media platform, I'll post it. And yeah, you just chime in, come in, and with your positivity, with your ideas, with your concerns, all that. We talk about everything. And it really benefits. And I'm thinking if this can mushroom into something around the globe, and the World Cup made me think about that. Like, they can do that with soccer. Bring all these people together. Now, I know there's some negative stuff with it too, but I wasn't looking at that. I'm used to that part. But the positive, bringing people together, People being introduced to countries they didn't know existed. Same thing can happen with people. You know, you introduce to people that you never would have met had you not, taken on this role to come and share your thoughts about humanity, what humanity means to you, what we can do to make it better. It can always get better. So what can we do as a group, as a community, wherever our communities are? What can we do as individuals to make our environment warmer, more inviting, positive? What can we do just to make it better? However it needs to be better, how can we do that? How can we do that? And that's our goal with this. We're not trying to make money off of it or anything like that. It's just, and we produced a book too out of it. And you can contact me or DM me about the book. We actually got some writers together who talked about overcoming fear. Because we talk about, I think that was the main topic in the book was overcoming fear or getting through fear, that kind of thing. So we produced a book. So it's pretty cool. In 3 years, we've had a lot of discussions, created a book out of it with people putting in their various ideas on how to overcome fears, whatever the fear may be. So I think it's moving ahead. We just need you. We need you who are invested in your community, invested in your family, invested in this globe that we all share, and that's the biggest connectedness that we have, that we're all here together. We're not from other planets. We're all here on this planet, making the best of it that we can. So I would love for you to join us and contribute, and maybe give us a thought-provoking scenario that maybe makes us think in a wider way, So think about it. Don't forget about it. And I think the next one is July 18th, but I'll post that. Thank you, and I hope that you will join us in our next conversation. All right. Be the spark in your neighborhood, in your community, in your world. Peace.